Ever wondered what a ransomware virus would do to your computer? Well, in this video I'm going to show you. What I did was I took a new install of Windows 11, did all the latest updates and all the security patches, and the only thing I did was I disabled Windows Defender. Now, the reason I did that is because Windows Defender, which is free and is built into Windows, is actually pretty good at detecting and stopping most of the common ransomware viruses, Trojans, and it does really good jobs at stopping the most of them. Now, 0 days, newer ones, almost any antivirus would have a problem with. However, being this is free and comes built into Windows 10 and Windows 11, it's actually pretty good. Especially when it comes to if you're using any type of free antivirus, more than likely Windows Defender is going to be the best bet. But on this virtual machine, the only thing I did was I disabled the Windows Defender. Now everything you're seeing, that's normal. I'm just going to ignore that because we know it's off. Everything you see on this is fake. I installed some software, and then I created some AI generated pictures of family, some bank information. I'm going to leave some of these open for you can actually see what it does with your data and what your documents, your photos. We're going to go to the documents for you can see some of that too. Again, this is all fake information, some bank information, some crypto wallets, things you'd think that hackers would want. So I already downloaded quite a few viruses. We got the good stuff, and we're going to go right to the ransomware, and we're going to run a couple of the most common ones you'll see. And the WannaCry is a newer one that we've been seeing a lot of recently, and I'm going to go ahead and run this one, then I'm going to run a couple other ones just to show you exactly what it does to your data. Let me go ahead and open up the documents where you can see that as well. Now, you see all my photos, all my documents, and everything looks normal. So how you would normally get these, it could be infected on a thumb drive, an email you get, or a program you're trying to download. You're trying to run some type of free program or something, or someone gives you a program to download. They're not going to be labeled what it's labeled here. This is just the name of the virus, but it's going to be disguised as something that you wouldn't suspect, just to trick you to run it. No one's going to want to run a virus, so that they trick you into running them, basically. Now what we're going to do is, you see, Windows is going to automatically tell me, hey, this is a malicious file, and you're probably going to have a bad time if you run it, but we're going to run. You see, it don't even give you the option to run, but since we want to have a bad time, we're going to go ahead and run it anyways. Now you see the throbber, which is the mouse pointer showing that it's doing something. You see all my files are starting to disappear, and they're going to have the WCRY, which is the WannaCry extension. And what it's doing now is actually encrypting all my documents. And you'll see it actually added a couple things on the desktop, and here we go. Here's the pop-up telling you, oops, what happened to your files? Well, they're wanting money. A lot of times people, the only option you'll have is to either pay the ransomware or just physically, hopefully you have your data backed up somewhere else, so you just restore, reinstall and restore your data from a backup. We don't really recommend paying the ransom because there's no guarantee that they're going to give you your data back, and more than likely they're not, and they're just going to extort you for more money. And you notice it created a document, please read, telling you what to do, give them money, Bitcoin, all that good stuff. See, all my files are gone. Now you can still run programs, like you'll see, Firefox will still run, but I wouldn't recommend doing anything with the machine at this at this point, because anything you enter in it is more likely going to go to them or just be encrypted. They're going to steal your information or your identity. So now you see what we have there. Now that was for the WannaCry. Now, for some reason, it didn't encrypt that one. Let's see why. I don't know, just for some reason, I guess the WebP extension, it don't, yeah, I see everything that's WebP, it didn't encrypt. But we're going to take care of that now. We're going to actually run one that's more fun than, well, it's damaging too. I mean, it's going to encrypt stuff just as well, but it's already encrypted. So let's go ahead and have fun with the Annabelle one. And what this one does is it basically, it's going to lock you out of your machine. It's going to install a bootloader, and it's not even going to let you get access to anything. It's going to reboot here in a second, and you'll see what it does. It's pretty eerie. And you see it's doing something here in the background. And then we just got a flash. And now it's going to tell me that this is a bogus error. It's telling me that do you got framework 4.5, not 4.0? It's really nothing. That's malicious. That no matter what you do, it's just going to restart. And when this restarts, you're going to see something very interesting with it. You're not going to be able to log back in, and it's actually going to start playing a eerie, creepy song along with the Annabelle pop-up and telling you to give them money. Hey, you're having a bad time, basically. Send us Bitcoin and we'll give you your files. Again, don't ever pay a ransom, because they're not going to give you your files and they're just going to extort you for more money. We're going to keep going. You can see this is all it's going to do. It's just going to start playing music here in a second. Here we go. At least this one's more entertaining. But could you imagine not knowing, not doing this on purpose, and this happens to you, how terrifying that could be? And there you go. So it's just going to sit here no matter what you do. The encrypt files, it'll act like it's encrypt them just to scare you, or hide files. And you'll see it. It does nothing. Gives you some addresses to try, to get a hold of them, and don't ever visit those sites unless you really know what you're doing. But this is the conclusion of the video. I just wanted to show you exactly what ransomware does to your computer.